ball joints and tie rods really help the car handle a lot better. I can't believe how much more sensitive the steering is. What's up guys, thank you for watching another video. So right now I'm currently on my way to go pick up a cherry picker. I don't have an engine hoist at home and I really need to pull a couple engines. I need to pull the E46's engine so that I can change the clutch. And also I kind of want to do a whole seal kit on it so that it stops leaking. I'm not sure if it's leaking or if it's burning oil, but I'd rather do a seal kit since that's cheaper. So for that I'll have to pull the engine. And also the EJ1 needs the engine pulled. Blew that motor a while back. I took it to Arizona and I had a coolant leak and I didn't really find it. It took me a while to find it, and by the time I found it and I fixed it, the engine was already bad. So I think I blew the head gasket. Hopefully it's just the head gasket I replaced. I'm also actually on the way to go pick up a transmission. So if you guys aren't aware, the EP3 transmission is actually really short. For those of you who own an EP3, you know the struggle. You're trying to go the speed limit and you're at like 4,000 RPMs. Up here in Idaho, the speed limit on the freeway is 80 miles per hour. And for me to go 80 on the freeway, I'm at around 4,000 RPMs. And it just really kills your gas mileage having that low of gears. The transmission I'm actually gonna go pick up is a 6-speed transmission off a TSX. Okay, so I just picked up the transmission. Looks like it's gonna work. I guess it's all complete, just ready to really throw in. Everything that I need, I'm just gonna pull off of this current transmission and throw it on there. Like I said, it doesn't need a rebuild. Okay, so I'm gonna attempt to wash the transmission. I kind of looked at it, was a little full of oil. So I'm here at the car wash now. I have this same thing that I used to clean the engine bay with on the EP3. So I'm gonna go through with this and clean that transmission. I'm gonna also use the brush, I don't really care. So I'm just gonna brush the transmission, then I'm gonna spray with this, I'm gonna brush it some more, and then I'm gonna completely just wipe it off. And hopefully I can get all that oily grime off of it. That is so much better than what it was. If the sensors are fucked, then that's my fault. I'm gonna open this up and rebuild it anyways, so I'm not really worried if I got water inside. I'm thinking about it and I might not go pick up a cherry picker just because I saw the prices and they're a lot more than what I expected. I'm so excited for this transmission though. I've wanted a 6-speed transmission in this car since I got it, but I have never really wanted to spend the money on getting one. On eBay, which is usually where I order my stuff, these transmissions go for like $1,000, so that's why I never wanted to spend it. But I got smart and I got on Facebook and I posted who had one, and then I kind of started scrolling through all the different Honda pages and I found this one, and I'm so glad that I found it. What's up guys? It's a new day. So originally I was gonna work on the E46, but I forgot that I did pick up the parts yesterday for the EP3, which is just the guide pins for the brakes. So real quick, I'm just gonna do that. I'm not gonna vlog it. I'm just gonna move the E46 out of the way and work on the EP3 real quick, and then pull the E46 back in. All we have to do the E46 today is adjust the caster, because as of right now, if I try to move the car, all the wheels do, all the tires do is rub on that front fender on both sides. And so I'm gonna pull those off, and hopefully we could drive around the car a little bit today, because I have not driven this car, and I bought it roughly 4 months ago already and I have not driven it. I've driven it like maybe 2-3 times, but that's about it. Okay, so that took a lot longer than expected. The pins were actually really stuck, so it took me a while to get them all off. Finally got the E46 back in here, and I'm gonna start with the caster just because I think that's gonna be the easiest and the quickest thing. I want to weld the diff. That's what I really want to work on, but I know I have to adjust the caster as well. So mainly I'm just gonna focus on adjusting the lollipops and the caster so that everything is more within alignment spec than what it is now, and it's at least drivable. All right, it's getting really late and I still have not been able to figure out these lollipops. Before I get any darker, I just want to show you guys what I'm doing to replace the lollipops. So Rafa came back a while ago and he told me to take the ones off of the stock control arms and fit them and see if they work. So that's exactly what I did, and they do not fit tight, but they don't fit loose. They're in between, they slide on and they grab the control arm fine, but I think it should go on tighter, but just for holding on the control arm better than what the SLR lollipops were, I think these are gonna be a lot better. And plus I can drive the car, I can actually use the car. So that's honestly all that I was trying to get out of it. So shout out to him for coming through with that idea. I really didn't think of it. I thought about pulling them off a while back just because I didn't know what the lollipops were. Once I figured out what the lollipops were in the kit, I put them together, and I kind of forgot about the stock lollipops. And I did some research, but some people do use the stock lollipops, but I didn't really want to use them just because I have the aftermarket, the adjustable ones, but they do not work. I put this side all back together. I still have to take the other side off, and honestly that looks pretty well centered. I still got to throw on the wheel and see what it looks like. So I threw on the ESRs on the front, and the wheels do clear the coils. They clear them a lot better than what I expected. I actually thought they were going to be close, but they cleared them a lot better than the other ones that came with the car. And they actually don't look that bad, and they actually fit the car a lot better. I can turn, I actually get my full angle out of the turn instead of before where I turn and it bottom out on the inside on the fender wells. And it doesn't look that bad. Check this out. Yeah, they're really big, but I mean, it's better than running those and bottoming out and not being able to drive. And the stock lollipops actually do make the wheel fit almost perfect. I don't think I'm gonna have any rubbing issues up here. It does seem like it is pretty far forward, but like I said, I don't think I'll have any rubbing issues. But this actually isn't that bad. The wheel is pretty centered, and so I don't think I'm gonna have any bottoming out issues there or back here. The turns, as it turns, is fine. What's up, guys? Welcome back to day 3. Unfortunately, it's been 3 days for me to take care of anything or get anything done on this car. The guide pins just took way too long yesterday on the EP3, so that took up my whole day. Today I'm working on the rear fitment. I'm actually throwing the ESRs on the E46. I don't have any rubbing issues except for up here, but that's because this is where the pinch is on the fender. I could probably hit that out and I won't have rubbing issues anymore. But it's not bad to where you could say, you know, it's rubbing badly. It's just rubbing to where it touches the tire every time you like hit a hard bump or something. But other than that, the fronts are pretty solid, but the rears are just sticking out way too much. That is definitely not gonna tuck in at all. So that's why I'm working on the rear fitment. I was gonna pull the diff out so I can weld it today, but instead, I think I'm gonna finish my fitment and work on welding the diff later. So far, what I've been doing for pushing these out is I've tried hammering them. They're not going anywhere. These are really stiff. So what I did was I grabbed that small jack. I put the jack on the back here and then just jacked it up, and it really just pushed this back. But yeah, really quick, I'm just gonna go through and push this out, see if the wheel fits. So I'm done with one side. I'm done with the easier side. The reason why I say easier side, because this is the side where I have more room to work with. And honestly, I put the car back down and it looks like the tires fit. They might scrape if like I hit a hard bump, but check this out. So I really hit all of this out. As you can tell, it's really fucked up. I don't really care. I might even throw flares on here. I might throw a wide body on here one day. I just really want these wheels to fit because I can't put them on the E90 anymore. They just will not fit under the E90s. I said fuck it, I'd rather fuck up these fenders than the E90 fenders. I actually hit it quite a bit out. The stock bumper sits right there, and so I did actually get quite a bit of it out. So right now I'm just gonna go ahead and start working on the other side, and I'll update you guys once I have the car down. Hopefully it does roll, and hopefully it doesn't scratch anything, because if it does, it might really mess up the tires more than they are. So I managed to get both rear wheels in, and I rolled the fenders pretty rough. They're not that bad. They don't look too bad. One side I really messed up because I kind of grabbed the pliers and just bit it and went all the way around. But one side I just rolled it and I hammered, and it doesn't look that bad. I took the bumper off because the bumper was rubbing. But other than that, no real rubbing. Our fitment is like on point, on point. This is the side that I fucked up. You could tell that I grabbed with the pliers here and just kind of bit it up. As long as I hammer it, it should look a little bit smoother. We're almost touching the tire. I'm probably gonna have to hit this side a little bit more, but not too bad. What do you guys think? Leave the ESRs in the E46 or put them back on the E90? Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think.